Welcome to part 1 of this insightful interview with the iconic and inspirational TanyaWheway of Wheway Lifestyle International. I started by asking Tanya how she got into the industry, incredibly over 40 years ago. So let's go over to the interview now and listen to her unique starting point.
So, Tanya, tell me, how was it you actually got started in the industry?
Rather an interesting way, climbing out of a motel window in America to escape a white trafficking crew. I was selling magazines from door to door in places like Wildwood, New Jersey and Chicago, knocking on apartment doors until 10 o'clock at night on my own, and that was a real education. And they kept your money, kept your correspondence. You were a young girl in a foreign country, and they basically had you enslaved. And the only way I found to get away was to wait until everyone was asleep and climb out of a motel window and escape.
You're kidding.
Yeah, so when I got back to DC, Washington DC, and I thought, well, I've always wanted to work in a hotel. I've got nothing to lose. So I made some inquiries, found out which was the biggest and the best hotel in town. And it was the Mayflower, just down from the White House. And I went knocking on their HR door, and fortunately my timing was good, and I got myself a really good job in there, and never really looked back after that. That was really the turning point for me, because I got into the hospitality industry. I learnt about sales and marketing from really the experts, and America's the home of positive thinking. So I really just took off from there and came back to London, and they gave me an introduction to the hotel Carlton Tower, which was part of the same group. And the Baron von der Stay, the general manager and vice president, wasn't going to pay me a salary while I sold the other hotels in the group, but he gave me a job behind the mail desk. And there was a telex machine sitting opposite, or sitting by the side of me, churning out all the availability of the hotels each week. So I thought, well, this is an opportunity, and I went and got myself some cards printed saying I represented Hotel Corporation of America and Western International. Went knocking on the doors like travel agents and airline companies and corporations that had people travelling around the world, and told them if they wanted to stay in these beautiful hotels, all they had to do was give me a call and I would make booking for them. And so I was doing this in my lunch hour, and after a few weeks I was able to go and show Baron von der Stay that in my lunch hour I had started taking more bookings than their agent in London.
Which is fantastic.
So he then agreed I could have do that role, but I had to do something else for him as well, work as an executive hostess, a new position he created for me. And that was of course a wonderful experience. And then Alan and I went with Trust House Forte, and they trained us as joint hotel managers, and we ran a small hotel for them in North Wales, and so yeah.
Wonderful. So that was the start of your entrepreneurial sort of journey.
Yes, into the people business.
I'm sure you will agree Tanya's starting point into the sector truly was unique. But what impresses me most about Tanya is even at a young age she was truly driven. She showed immense initiative. She grabbed opportunities with both hands and took action to secure her future growth and success into what she refers to as the people business. Now don't forget to check out part 2.